So, my scent of the day, and I have some samples that I've had for quite some time now, and I'm actually just getting to finally wear them. You want to know what house they're from? Then you're definitely gonna have to stay tuned. So you decided to stick around. Great. For those of you who are new here, my name is Keith, and this is The Fragrant Life. And here we talk about all things fragrance related. And if you are not a subscriber, then definitely before you hit the subscribe button, make sure you go check out a few of my other videos. If my content is something that seems interesting to you, then definitely come back, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell icon, like the videos, thumbs up, share the videos, be active in the comment section, and all of that. It may seem like a lot, but it costs you not a dime. With that being said, let's get into it. Now, my scent of the day. I have worn this before, and I think I did a first impression on this, and I actually ended up liking this fragrance on first sniff. I smelled it in store, and I was like, whoa, okay, I like Azzaro Chrome, but Azzaro Chrome Extreme does it better. Now, a lot of people did not like the original Azzaro Chrome. They said it smells too metallic and things like that. Now, I like Azzaro Chrome. It's a nice fragrance. You can't deny that it's a good fragrance. A lot of people buy it. It's still being sold worldwide to this day. Yes, it is inexpensive, but hey, it does what it do. And this, it does what it do. The note breakdown is on the back of the bottle, some of it anyway. This is Eau de Parfum concentration. It has mandarin in it. It has also green mandarin, juniper berry, and an ambery accord. And what do I get when I smell this fragrance? I get another blue fragrance, just like all the other blue fragrances out. This one is just more inexpensive. If you don't want to pay Dior Sauvage prices or Bleu de Chanel type prices, definitely lean this way. This is very fresh, somewhat fruity. It smells aquatic. This is nice. If you did not like the original Azzaro Chrome, I think this is a better alternative. Although it's been kind of cool or cold as of lately, especially here, probably not the opportune time to be wearing a fragrance like this, but I will say I did get about 7 hours out of this on skin, not my shirt. I'm talking about on skin. I did my usual 7 sprays, and then I sprayed my shirt. Now around that 7.5 hour mark, it did get very, very faint on my skin. In certain spots, I can still slightly smell it, but it's pretty much a faint skin scent by now. But off of my shirt, the wind was blowing. I had the bay doors up at the job, and the wind was picking it up off my shirt, and I was getting it clearly. So I personally love this fragrance. I like it a lot, and I highly recommend this one. If you do not own any type blue fragrances, then definitely go to your local Ulta or Belks or wherever that sells fragrances that you can still smell these days, or test, and get your nose on this one, and let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, to the meat and potatoes of this video. I have had this somewhat discovery set, if you want to call it that, from a house called Precious Liquid. And they sent me 5 samples. And I think it's been a while now, but I did do a first impression on these, but I haven't had the chance to wear them. But they sent me Vanilla Orchid, Neroli Musk, Rose Blanche, Mandarin, and they sent me one that I wore yesterday, and I do not have that sample of, Blue Agave, or Agave, however you want to say it. And let me tell you, Blue Agave or Agave, however you say it, is a banger of a fragrance. Yes, it does smell blue, kind of, but what I was getting from it, it was kind of juicy, kind of mouth-watering, in my personal opinion. The scent coming up off of me as soon as I got to work yesterday, and I walked towards one of my co-workers, which is an older guy, and he instantly was like, boy, what that is you know how old heads talk. Boy, what that is you got on there, boy? And I told him, I said, it's called Blue Agave. And he was like, man, you need to get me some of that. So I pulled the little decant out my pocket. I showed it to him, and he wanted it. I don't know how much was left, because these little decants, there's not a lot in them. And I don't even know how full they actually make these. But I pulled this out of my pocket, and he smelled it through the atomizer, and he wanted it bad. So I was like, you know what? I'm good, man. You can have that. I don't know how much is left in it, but you can have it. So I gave it to him. He said he sprayed a little bit on his arm later, and he loved it. But in that instant, when he smelled it on me, he said he wanted a bottle of it. Now, mind you, I don't even know how much these cost at the time. So instantly, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can get him, a little sample bottle, or, maybe they sell like a $20 bottle or something like that. So a few minutes later, he comes back and he hands me some money. Like, you know how old people, they put the cuff on it and they don't show it to you, and give it to you, and you go on about your business. Well, he gave me a little money, so I didn't look at it. I just stuck it in my pocket. But he was like, yeah, bring me an old $10 bottle of that, man. I need that, man. I need a $10 bottle of that. I said, okay, well, I said, just hold on to the money. I pulled it back out my pocket. I said, here, hold on to the money until I find out how much it costs, because I didn't know. He was like, nah, go ahead, man. He said, even if you don't get that, just give me a bottle of whatever you got, man, at your place. If you got a little partial bottle or something or whatever, just shoot me a little something. I said, okay. So I pulled my phone out after he walked away, and I looked it up. For a bottle of that Blue Agave, I think it was like $125. And I showed it to him, and he was like, yeah, nah, young blood. He was like, man, just give me a bottle of what you got. So for them $10, I brought him one of these, which I had 2 bottles of it. But for $10, I gave him this, which is Ford Mustang Blue. I think this came out last year sometime. And I laughed, but this actually is a decent blue smelling fragrance. I don't know what the performance is. I do think I worn this one time before, but I'm not totally sure. I have to go back and check. I think I did do a video on a first impression or something, but that's what he got for them $10 that he gave me. I hope he wasn't expecting to get like some Dior Sauvage or something like that. But anyway, Blue Agave or Agave, that is a very nice fragrance, and I do want a bottle of it, and I'm going to get me a bottle of it. I can't wait to give the rest of these some wearings, because when I did my first impression, I do remember liking some of these other fragrances also, and I wished I would have been able to wear that fragrance in the spring, maybe the summer, but I wore it yesterday. It was a little on the cool side, but throughout the day it did warm up a tad bit. But just the reaction I got from old head yesterday was more than enough. He said he wanted a bottle of it, and he folded and tucked me $10. So, but anyway, check out Precious Liquid, y'all. If I can put the information down in the description below, I'll do so. But preciousliquid.com is the website you want to go to, and I'll put that up on the screen right here. And check them out. If you can get a sample set, definitely get you a sample set before you jump into a $125 purchase. But I know to some people $125 is not a lot of money, because people spend way more than that on fragrances. So it is what it is. But PreciousLiquids.com, y'all, Blue Agave or Agave is the one I wore yesterday. I did not have the decant still. I gave it away, what was left of it. But I love that fragrance. It was great smelling. The performance, if I can recall, it got me through an 8-hour workday. I want to give it 7.5 hours. I'm gonna just leave it at 7.5. But at the 8-hour mark and beyond, I was still actually smelling it on my skin a lot stronger than what I'm smelling the Azzaro Chrome Extreme. On my shirt, it still was doing its thing. So not a bad fragrance. If you're looking for something kind of juicy, kind of mouth-watering, you know, maybe more for spring and summer, but I like it. And if you're willing to spend that $125, then definitely do so. If not, I understand. Hey, grab you a couple of decants. They go a long way if you don't overspray. So with that being said, I am out of here, y'all. So here is to smelling great. Peace.